So I started trying to email comedy clubs to be like, hey, I'm very famous, you should hire me. And they were like, who are you? And I was like, I'm the Mormon Beyonce. And they're like, yeah, we're just gonna book Stormy Daniels instead. So, yeah, go to any comedy club website, she was on there. So I started trying to set up my own tour, started researching, like, how do I just set up my own tour? And I was listening to a marketing podcast by a guy named Gary Vaynerchuk. Yeah. And he made a joke on his podcast that was like, hey, if Facebook ads can convince people to vote for Trump, surely you can get people to buy comedy tickets. And as a libtard, I was like, that's offensive, but also that's a good point. And so I started running Facebook ads, and yeah, you guys will believe anything on that fucking website. You guys just were like, that seems fine. It's probably good. I don't know. We got an early bird special. It's just yeah. So you guys like we were coming if this was more expensive, but that's fine. So I started testing it, and I had some really good shows and some bad shows. It wasn't my fault. It was just the audience sucks. But I started trying to figure out like the differences, you know, between like. When it was like a full house and when no one showed up. And so I called my dad because he used to be in a band, and I go like, hey, I don't understand. My shows in big cities sell way less than my shows in small cities. And he said, you're like an Eagles cover band. Yeah. I try not to get mad at anybody as long as they're telling the truth, but I was really pushing my limits, you know? He goes like, you know, in a small city, an Eagles cover band can fill 100 seats in a bar. But if you go to a big city, they can just go see the Eagles. You're not the Eagles. Yeah, it's a little bit of a sad story, but that's why we have 150 people in Victoria, because you guys got shit else to do. It's an island, where else are you gonna go? Yeah. You're trapped. Zero entertainment options, but I'm glad that you settled on me. It's gonna be the best goddamn Eagles cover band you've ever seen. This is a 100% self-produced tour, so all the ticket money goes directly to me. I mean, I gotta rent the theater and stuff like that, so I'm not rich, but thank you. So we got VIPs, right? Front row VIP, make some noise. Yeah. You guys paid extra for nothing, but just because you care about me, that's what helps the people that were like, oh, it's $10, we buy 6 months in advance, you know. You offset them for being an asshole, which makes you a better person. By the way, you're allowed, if you're VIP, you can stand up at any point during the show and just point at everybody else and say, I'm better than you. So, feel free to try it if you want. Alright, very Canadian of it. You get a present if you're VIP, it should be on your chair, but if you didn't get one, there's a little beer koozie. It has my social media and my website, Andrew J. Rivers, on Instagram or YouTube or Adult Friend Finder, whatever service. Yeah, whatever thing you believe in, follow me and subscribe. And there's a joke on the other side, because I saw a bumper sticker. It said, cars are like wives, if it ain't yours, don't touch. I was like, what a dumb sticker. It didn't say like in a southern accent, that was just my guess. I was like, you see truck nuts, you make some assumptions. So I just made these things that say, cars are like wives, I accidentally banged yours. I left a note, calm down. Listen, if the car didn't want to be hit, it shouldn't have been dressed like that. That's all it is. You guys are like mad at first, and then you're like, oh, we get it. It's a car. He's woke. It's fine. This is gonna be. You guys are turning. Here's how comedy works. I'm gonna mansplain it to you, but usually you do some non-offensive stuff at the beginning, and you get them all. Oh, we like this guy, and then in the middle it gets a little dicey, and you're like, oh, well, he's earned our trust. We'll go with him. And then at the end, it's minutes, like I just whipped my dick out. Well, he was so good up until then, but we'll stick through it. And then, kind of like my ex-girlfriend, but oh, that was a self-burn. You can't get mad. You can't get mad on my behalf. I'm making fun of me. You can do whatever you want. It's a free country, I think, right? Yeah, kinda. I mean, the queen is cucking your money, but alright, that may be too far. Sensitive topic. Just like having an ex-girlfriend and all your money. It feels like this is working for like 6 people. And then can you get on, like, can you just stop shitting on this? Like, we get it, you're American, you're so much better than us. No, just my money. What? I'll stop, that's fair. You're right. Well, the exit's right over there if you want to take a hike. No, I'm just kidding. Stick around. It's going to be a good show. I promise. I love you. I'm just trying to have some fun. That's like the meanest a heckler will get in Canada. We don't appreciate those things. Pretty rude of you. I've had a couple, like, Canadian, like, sometimes people heckle me and then they apologize in the middle. That's pretty fun. Oh, thanks. Well, it doesn't count because I told you what to say. When your mom's like, now apologize to the lady. And you're like, sorry. Really, didn't sound very trite. Now say it like you mean it. You know, the best apology is changed behavior, so, I got real dad for a second. All right. Well, I guess I should tell you a joke.
For once.
For once. All right. Okay, I take a hint, okay? This is just the warm-up part of the show, okay? I just came to warm you up. I brought some local comedians that are going to tell jokes, and then I'll come back and tell jokes, because they got to warm you up, because I'm not doing a great job. But I know I'm very famous, and you all came to see me, so I was like, I better just host the show, and you guys are not going along with it. But I just got a new roommate, and I'm trying to kick him out. It's tough, because he's a spider. I was leaving my house one day, and there's a spider on the ceiling, and I was like, ah, shit, I don't own a broom. And probably why there are spiders everywhere. But so I go, you just wait, I'm coming back. And then I came back, and I was gonna kill the spider, but then there was a fly in my room also. And I was like, I don't have time to be chasing 17 different insects. I'm a very famous comedian, I've got a show in Victoria to get ready for. So I looked at the spider, I go, hey man, you take care of that fly, I'll let you hang out for a couple more days. I left, I came back, the fly was in the spider web. Yeah, he fucking got him. He listens to me, that's all. I looked at the spider, go, way to go buddy, he was like, yeah. Yeah! He's like, hey Lex, that's the... Oh, my joke's not good enough now. Oh, okay. That's why it's 8. I don't. Yeah, 8 legs is the whole. I hope no one's like, maybe there's more to it. No, that's it. Thanks. I appreciate your support. This is very like, huh? Oh, are you talking to them or me? Oh, okay. Well, either way, don't.